Smile. Not because it's easy. Smile because you're still standing. Smile because they thought you'd crumble without them. But here you are, breathing, growing, winning, not with revenge, not with noise, but with peace. Let them wonder how you're still rising when they were sure you'd fall. Let them talk while you walk in silence, becoming everything they thought you couldn't be. Smile. Because your absence is louder than your presence ever had to be. Some people were only in your life to teach you how to let go. They didn't support you. They didn't celebrate you. They only drained your energy, questioned your worth, and left you doubting your own light. But look at you now, surviving storms they never even knew you were facing. It's painful when people walk away, when friends disappear, when love turns cold. But the truth is, anyone who could leave you was never rooted in you. They didn't see your value. Or maybe they saw it, and that's what scared them the most. Letting go doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. You learn to stop begging for closure. You stop chasing apologies. You start protecting your peace like it's your purpose. You don't have to prove anything to the ones who didn't stay. Let your success be the only reply. Let your silence be the only response. Let your glow be the only answer. Because every time they see you smiling, they'll realize they lost something real. The same pain that tried to break you is the same pain that built your character. They left. You cried. You questioned everything. But deep down, something inside of you refused to quit. You got up with no applause. You healed with no help. You grew with no one cheering you on. That's power. And now, every win feels different because it wasn't handed to you. You had to fight for your peace. You had to learn to love yourself in rooms that made you feel unworthy. Your value doesn't decrease just because someone couldn't see it. Your future doesn't disappear just because someone walked out. Your joy doesn't end because someone else didn't know how to handle your heart. Smile. Not because everything is perfect, but because you've learned to rise regardless. You've turned wounds into wisdom. You've turned loneliness into strength. You've turned silence into clarity. You've become someone who doesn't need validation, because your growth speaks louder than their absence ever could. When they left, they didn't just walk out. They took the noise, the confusion, and the weight with them. At first, it felt empty. The silence was deafening. The loneliness crept in like a storm. But then, something changed. You began to hear yourself again. No more forced smiles. No more pretending to be okay for the sake of others. No more constantly overthinking your every move just to stay accepted in spaces that were never meant for you. Now it's just you, your thoughts, your energy, and peace. The kind of peace you never knew you needed. You've come to realize that walking away doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. It means you've chosen yourself in a world that teaches you to choose others first. It means you finally understand that not everyone deserves access to your spirit. You've stopped shrinking to fit, stopped explaining your worth, stopped waiting for someone to finally treat you the way you deserve. Because the truth is, people who love you right will never make you question your place in their lives. And people who value your presence will never give you reasons to doubt yourself. You've let go of the chaos, and in return you've received something sacred: stillness. Now, you don't chase anything that costs you your peace. You protect it like a treasure because it is. You've learned that peace is not the absence of problems. It's the presence of clarity. The power to say, this no longer serves me. This doesn't deserve my energy. I'm done fighting battles that were never mine to begin with. You no longer seek attention from those who overlooked you. You no longer beg to stay where you're tolerated, not celebrated. You've matured past proving yourself to people who already made their decision about you. And now, you're building a life that feels good on the inside, not one that just looks good on the outside. You've decluttered your soul, removed the voices that confused your identity, deleted the people who disguised their envy as concern, and silenced the internal noise they left behind. You're finally breathing. You're finally free. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer controlled by people who never understood your worth. This version of you is calm, but not passive. You're not loud, but you're powerful. You've got peace in your eyes and fire in your heart. You've stopped needing revenge because your life is the proof. You've stopped oversharing because your peace is too valuable to be disrupted by noise. You've stopped defending your decisions because people who get it don't need an explanation. Let them misunderstand you. Let them wonder why you disappeared. Let them think you're cold, selfish, or distant. They'll never understand the war you had to fight just to love yourself again. Just to wake up and feel whole. Just to walk away from what was draining you day by day. You've leveled up in silence. You've rebuilt without a crowd. And you've healed in private, where the real work happens. So now, you smile. Not because it's easy, not because everything's okay, but because you're aligned, because you're free, because you've discovered something priceless. Your peace is your power. And now that you've tasted it, you'll never trade it again. So today, take a breath. Lift your head. Let them see the glow they tried to dim. Let them feel your absence. Let them watch you from a distance, wondering how you're still standing. You are stronger, wiser, unstoppable. Smile, because you're winning without them. And that's the kind of win that needs no announcement. If this message spoke to you, hit that subscribe button. Let's grow, heal, and rise together. There are moments when you can't get out of bed, when your heart feels heavy for no reason, when your soul is tired but not from working, from fighting. You think it's depression. But what if it's not? What if it's a spiritual attack? You're not weak. You're not broken. You're under fire from something unseen. Because your calling is too big to ignore. And the enemy knows it. That's why you feel like giving up. But let me tell you something. God did not bring you this far to abandon you. If you're in the middle of the storm, don't give up. It means there's a breakthrough on the other side. Let's talk about it. Some people left you when you needed them most, not because you were wrong, but because your light exposed their darkness. The ones you trusted, they disappeared. The ones you gave your heart to, they shattered it. And now, you're left wondering, what did I do wrong? But here's the truth. Rejection is God's protection. God removes what's hurting you, even when you're still holding on. Maybe they couldn't handle your growth. Maybe they were sent to distract you from your destiny. Let them leave. Don't chase what God is trying to remove. God is not punishing you. He's pruning you. Making space for real love, real peace, real people. Every person who walked away made room for God to walk in. Stay strong, stay focused, stay faithful. You've been crying in secret. Tears no one sees. Prayers whispered in the dark. Smiles faked in the light. You're showing up for the world, but inside, you feel empty. You ask God, why does it feel like I'm drowning when I'm doing everything right? Why am I the one who encourages everyone else but can't find comfort myself? But listen, sometimes God doesn't remove the storm. Sometimes He stands in it with you and teaches you how to walk through it with fire in your eyes and purpose in your pain. See, it's not always about escape. It's about endurance. It's not always about deliverance. It's about development. Yes, depression is real, but not every weight is medical. Not every tear is psychological. Sometimes it's spiritual warfare. That heaviness you feel when you wake up in the morning. That sudden wave of hopelessness in the middle of a good day. That voice whispering, "You're not enough. You'll never make it." That's not you. That's not your truth. That's the enemy trying to shut down your destiny. Because hear me, the devil doesn't attack people with no potential. He doesn't waste time on the average. He attacks the anointed. He fights those who carry purpose. He goes after those who carry light. If you feel like you're under spiritual attack, if everything is coming against you at once, that's not a sign of weakness. That's a sign that you're dangerous to darkness. You've been carrying pain you never asked for, fighting battles no one knows about, smiling when your soul is bleeding. And still, you show up. Let me tell you something. Heaven sees it. God has not overlooked your faithfulness in the fire. He's not blind to your endurance. And even if you can't hear him, even if you feel abandoned, he's closer than he's ever been. The pressure is real, but so is your calling. And the more pressure, the greater the anointing. The hotter the fire, the purer the gold. What you're walking through isn't a punishment. It's a preparation. It's building something holy in you, something eternal. Stay in the fire. Because fire doesn't just burn, it refines, it reveals, it strengthens, it forges. And when it's over, you won't just survive, you'll shine. Because diamonds are made in the dark, champions are built in the silence, and chosen ones are shaped in the furnace. So don't give up. Not now. Not when you're this close. Not when the enemy is trembling at your potential. You're not broken, you're becoming. Becoming who God called you to be. Becoming the light this world desperately needs. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep praising. Even when it hurts. Because the fire that was sent to break you will be the same fire God uses to bless you. That pain you're carrying. That quiet, invisible pain no one seems to notice. That ache in your chest you wake up with and go to sleep with. One day, it'll be your power. One day, someone will survive because you didn't give up. One day, your story will be someone else's survival guide. You see, God never wastes a wound. He never overlooks a single tear. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every moment you felt overlooked, rejected, unworthy. He saw it, he felt it, and he collected it. You thought it was the end of you, but God was beginning something greater. Yes, they left you. Yes, they broke you. Yes, it looked like defeat. But what the enemy meant for harm, God is going to use for good. You weren't buried. You were planted. And now your roots have grown deep in the dark, in silence, in struggle. And now, it's your season to rise. That depression didn't destroy you. It developed you. That heartbreak didn't end you. It redirected you. That failure didn't ruin your life. It revealed your purpose. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt by the hands of the Master. Every crack, every scar, every shattered piece, He's using it all. Because the God you serve, He's not just a healer. He's a redeemer. People tried to silence you. They tried to box you in, minimize your voice, make you doubt your worth. But here's the truth. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And you, my friend, you are called. You are chosen to rise from the ashes, to walk with the limp and still lead, to speak from the scars, not from a place of perfection. Because people aren't looking for flawless. They're looking for real. And your pain? It made you real. You have something this world desperately needs. Your voice, your story, your redemption. God is going to use you to speak to the broken, to lift the fallen, to awaken the hopeless. And every single thing you went through will be part of your ministry, part of your fire, part of your authority. You're not just surviving, you're stepping into your assignment. So stop hiding your pain. Stop disqualifying yourself. God didn't bring you through all of that to sit you in silence. He's raising you up to build others, to break chains, to speak light into dark places. Let Him turn your suffering into strength, your breakdown into a breakthrough, your scars into weapons of hope, because your life is proof, undeniable proof, that even in the deepest pit, God still speaks, God still heals, God still restores, and God still reigns. You're not forgotten, you're not forsaken, you're not lost, you are covered, you are chosen, you are called, and no weapon, no lie, no betrayal, no depression, no fear shall prosper against you. God is not finished, He's just getting started.